Today we have such a great episode. We are making a Spanish tortilla with mushrooms, Manchego cheese, and dates. Guys, this is not your typical Spanish tortilla. This is the next level in tortillas, loaded with an insane amount of flavor. It's sweet and savory. It is out of this world good. You can serve this for breakfast, lunch, or even dinner. Heck, you can even have this as a midnight snack. Hey, all you midnight foodies, you know what I'm talking about. Now, to make this recipe, 2 key ingredients. The eggs. Make sure you use cage-free organic eggs, guys. It makes all the difference in the texture and flavor of this tortilla. And also use a good quality extra virgin olive oil. This is gonna flavor the eggs and the mushrooms, and you just bring this entire tortilla to give it a beautiful flavor. For this recipe, I'm using an extra virgin olive oil from SONOMA Farm. This is a California-based olive oil, but it's made with Spanish olives, Arbequinas, and Arbosanas that are planted in California. Guys, this is such a beautiful extra virgin olive oil. It's very delicate and aromatic. It has a big punch of flavors, guys. Get yourself a bottle of this. It is an absolute flavor bomb. Link in the description box below. All right, we're gonna begin by grabbing 10 dates. Now, the ones that I have here have already been pitted. I'm gonna go ahead and roughly chop these. Next, we're gonna shred 1 cup of queso Manchego. This is the mild version. You can use whatever type of cheese that you want in this recipe. Now I'm gonna grab 6 large cage-free organic eggs and crack them into a large bowl. We'll season the eggs with some sea salt and some freshly cracked black pepper. And let's mix this together until it's perfectly combined. And for the last ingredient to prepare, I've got 12 button mushrooms here. These have already been cleaned and patted dry. We're gonna cut each one into quarters. I'm gonna leave a little bit of the stem on the mushrooms. So just cut off just a little bit, and then cut each mushroom into evenly sized quarters, just like that. Okay guys, let's start cooking our tortilla. Very important to use a non-stick frying pan when you're making a Spanish tortilla. That way the eggs don't stick on there and create a huge mess. Let's heat this with a medium heat and add in a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. After heating our extra virgin olive oil for exactly 1 minute, let's add our mushrooms in there and start mixing them around with the extra virgin olive oil. As you guys can see, there is no oil left in the pan. These mushrooms have absorbed all that beautiful extra virgin olive oil. That is completely normal. This is why you have to continue to mix them so they don't burn. It's been about 4 minutes since we added the mushrooms into the pan. At this point, let's season them with some sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And continue to mix them. As you guys can see, once we season the mushrooms with the sea salt and black pepper, they're starting to release the water that they have inside. This is completely normal. Don't worry about that water. We're gonna get rid of it, but this is what's gonna give these mushrooms an absolute incredible flavor. All right, it's been exactly 6 minutes since we added the mushrooms into the pan, and they look like they are perfectly cooked. Let's go ahead and remove them from the heat, and I'm gonna drain them through a sieve and into a bowl. And we'll give it a quick shake just to get rid of any of that extra water that's left in the mushrooms. Now let's add our cooked mushrooms into the bowl with the eggs, our 1 cup of queso Manchego, and finally our chopped up dates. And let's mix this together until everything's well combined. Now, using the same pan that we used to make the mushrooms, again guys, very important, non-stick frying pan, we're gonna heat this with a low heat. Again guys, when you're making a Spanish tortilla, very important to use a low heat. That way the eggs don't burn. Let's go ahead and add our mixture in there. Make sure you get everything from the bowl. Just kind of mix it around. That way everything's evenly divided. It's been about 4 minutes since we added our egg mixture into the pan. At this point, you want to get in there with a spatula and just run it through the outer edges of the tortilla just to ensure that it's not sticking to the pan. That way when we flip it, it doesn't fall apart. And once you've run the spatula through the outer edges of the tortilla, mix the pan around just to make sure that the tortilla is not sticking to the pan. Beautiful. Okay guys, it's been about 6 minutes since we added the egg mixture into the pan. This is ready to flip. Again, different pans, different heats, maybe a little bit less or a little bit more. The secret here is you want to grab a plate that's just a little bit bigger than the pan. We're going to slide it on top and then flip it. And now we're going to slide this back into the pan to cook the uncooked side. And we'll get in there with the spatula, push it down, that way everything's evenly divided. And again, we're going to be running the spatula through the outer edges. This is what gives this tortilla that classic rounded edge. Okay guys, it's been about 4 to 5 minutes since we flipped the tortilla. This is ready to go. Let's go ahead and remove it from the heat and transfer it to a serving dish. This seriously looks to die for. Here we go. That is so good. You know, at first it kind of feels like a dessert because those dates kick in, but then the savory comes in. It is an explosion of flavor. So good, so different from a traditional Spanish tortilla, guys. You have to try this. It is so good. Words can't really describe how amazing the Spanish tortilla is, guys. Gluten-free, low carb, done in under 30 minutes. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button. Till the next time, hasta luego.